Hello and welcome into the Rack Gym on the campus of George Mason University for Tuesday night college volleyball on ESPN+. I'm Josh Yourish here in Fairfax, where the 0-7 Mason Patriots will host the 7-0, number 2 in the country, UCLA Bruins. Last season, UCLA bowed out of the semifinals of the NCAA tournament, so they want to get back there and win it this season. That means getting back here to Northern Virginia, because George Mason is hosting the NCAA tournament over at Eagle Bank Arena. Because of that, a lot of the nation's top teams have made the trip out here, including these Bruins and head coach John Spurraw. Spurraw is the only individual to win a volleyball national championship as a player, which he did at UCLA back in the 90s, an assistant coach, and as a head coach, a feat he accomplished as the head man at UC Irvine in 2007, 2009, and 2012. But in his 10th year at the helm at his alma mater, he's still searching for a title. This could be the team to do it. UCLA is returning 3 first-team All-Americans and added an All-American honorable mention in Troy Gooch, the libero, a grad transfer from Purdue Fort Wayne. The Patriots, on the other side, are still looking for their first win of the season, but it's been a tough schedule with 4 of their 7 opponents ranked inside the AVCA top 15. Getting ready for the first serve, so let's take a look at the starting lineups first for UCLA. Troy Gooch, the libero, about to sub on. He's number 4. Number 7, freshman setter Andrew Owen. Number 9, Guy Guinness, the middle blocker, redshirt sophomore. Number 12, Alex Knight. Number 13, Merrick McHenry. He's one of their first-team All-Americans from a season ago at middle blocker. Number 16, Ido David. He's a sophomore from Israel. And a freshman, Zach Rama, 6'8" freshman from Phoenix, Arizona. UCLA has gone with a lot of different lineups this season. This is who they're starting at George Mason, and it'll be Alex Knight from the service line first. For the Patriots, Lucas Little up the middle. Georgi Zaharev setting, he's number 11. As an ace starts things off for UCLA. Liam French, number 10 at outside hitter, along with Omar Hoyos, also at outside. He's number 13. Jack Bowles at opposite, number 17. The kills leader on the Patriots, and their libero, Paul Wycinski, the true freshman. Georgi Zaharev, the setter for the Patriots, also a true freshman. Zaharev, first opportunity to set, goes to Liam French, the sophomore, who's 3rd on the Patriots in kills. French couldn't finish it off, but UCLA can over on that far side. David with his first kill. Alex Knight now. Zaharev to the middle, but Lucas Little was stuffed. Guy Guinness was there, as was Zach Rama. Rama at 6'8", listed as an outside hitter. Seems like he'll do some work at the net up the middle in this one. Zaharev goes to French again, dug out by Troy Gooch, the All-American transfer. Wycinski will have to bump set. He'll go to Jack Bowles, and Gooch couldn't handle that one. George Mason on the board. The UCLA Bruins are 7-0. They've dropped just 1 set on the season, and that was to last season's EIVA champion, Princeton. George Mason is 0-1 in EIVA play this year. Rama from the near side gets that one to go. So a couple of freshmen out there. Rowan doing the setting. Miles Partain is the typical setter for the Bruins as Liam French gets a kill from the near side. Took 2 swings from the far side, couldn't get either of them to go. But he gets a kill there. Miles Partain was the MPSF Player of the Year last season, the first UCLA Bruin to win that honor since the year 2000. And stuffed up the middle, Jack Bowles and Lucas Little were right there for George Mason. For 3, the UCLA lead. Patriots have a lot of firepower on the side, or the Bruins rather, a lot of firepower on the sideline if they opt to go that route. That time Merrick McHenry couldn't get that to go. Omar Hoyos does off the block. George Mason pulls even. Last Thursday, George Mason nearly got their first win of the year. That was against NJIT, took the Highlanders to 5 sets, but couldn't pull out the win. Liam French low and into the net. In that one against NJIT, Liam French had 5 aces. He was great from the service line. Ido David back to serve, the 6'7" sophomore from Israel. Wychinski, great serve reception. That was the best George Mason could do, but they get a free ball coming back the other way. Hoyos over top of the freshman Rowan. Eamon Testerman on now for George Mason, replacing Lucas Little. Little back at the service line. Rama goes cross court and takes advantage of Little getting caught in the back row on his serving rotation. Paul Wychinski back on for the Patriots. Rama back to the service line after the kill. Zaharev sets back row. Liam French goes off speed. Rowan plays up. Over on the near side, no good. McHenry, Rowan, long run. And another block for the Patriots. Testerman, Hoyos, and Bowles all take part in it. Alex Knight with back-to-back attack attempts. Couldn't turn either into a kill. Knight, the 6'6" senior from Culver City, California. Rowan, back sets. David, no good. Testerman and Hoyos get the block, and a lot of energy in the rack gym as the Patriots take the lead. Still very early, but George Mason looking strong against maybe a slightly lesser version of the number 2 team in the country. Jack Bowles with a good one. There's a kill for Merrick McHenry, the redshirt junior. First team All-American last year, first team MPSF. Third in the nation in hitting percentage. He hit .523. UCLA as a team last year led the nation in hitting percentage. Rowan, cross court. Good dig by Wychinski. Rowan goes back row that time. Rama. Paul Wychinski doing a nice job early. There's an All-American libero on the other side, so the true freshman Wychinski hoping to live up to his counterpart having a nice day so far. Georgi Zaharev couldn't dive for that one. Serve, receive error on Liam French, an ace for McHenry. McHenry was a finalist for the Ryan Miller Award, which is awarded to the top middle blocker in the country. A lot of spin on that from French, sent free by Bowles. David off some hands. Liam French couldn't handle it along the back line. Point to UCLA. (10-7) the Bruins lead. Hoyos. Zaharev back sets Jack Bowles, who's stuffed. Knight was there. So was Guinness, and a timeout for George Mason. They hung tough for a little bit, but UCLA showing how good they are, starting to pull away in the first set.
Call us different.
Because we are. Different in where we come from.
Where we're going.
And how we think.
But the same in our dreams for tomorrow.
We are united and driven by the pull of possibility.
To inspire.
To think fearlessly. To protect and to heal the planet. We know the world will change.
Because together,
we will be the ones to change it.
So yeah, call Mason different. All
together different.
The Centera Heart and Vascular Center, award-winning cardiovascular care, committed to delivering personalized, minimally invasive options, ranging from cardiac catheterizations and interventional cardiology techniques to one-on-one rehabilitation. Our network of highly skilled experts diagnose, treat, and provide support for heart disease and conditions such as hypertension, irregular heartbeats, blocked valves, as well as more complex issues. Learn more about the Centera Heart and Vascular Center by visiting centera.com/heart.
Back at the rack, Josh Yourish with you on ESPN Plus. UCLA out to the 11-7 lead on a run with Merrick McHenry at the service line. He started this run with an ace. Zaharev has to bump set. Hoyos off the block, gets it to go. McHenry and Rama laid out for it in the back row. That's a lot of height in your back row, as it's Merrick McHenry, Zach Rama, and Ido David all back there, all over 6'7". 11-8, Omar Hoyos. Rowan now to serve. Zaharev. Jack Bowles from the back row, too long. 13-8. Rowan to serve again. So far, UCLA hitting .286. Nice job by the Patriots defensively. And an ace right there. Paul Wycinski, he's been excellent in serve receive this season. His reception percentage coming into this match, .964. And that's on 110 attempts. So very steady along the back line, but Rowan with a lot of power on his serve gave Wycinski some problems. Liam French off some high hands, no good. Rowan. Back sets, Ido David. 15-8, a 4-0 run with Rowan serving. Coming on the heels of a Merrick McHenry run. Bridged by a George Mason timeout and a Patriots kill. Zaharev, quick attack. savvy move by the freshman setter. UCLA not ready for that at all. Able to just dump it off into some space. Paul Russell now coming on as a serving specialist for Eamon Testerman. Russell, the 6'3" sophomore. Hoyos plays it towards the net. Zaharev wins that at the net, a net violation on UCLA. Guinness is the one who caught the bottom of the net. It appeared originally, but point to UCLA, my apologies. First contact at the net must have been Georgi Zaharev as he went up to go contest that ball. George Mason gets a point back on a service error. Zaharev now will go back to the service line, looking to atone for that mistake. It was a good one. Gooch able to lay out for it. Rama cross court, great dig by Wycinski. Jack Bowles will set cross court. A lot of spin on that set, but they'll let it slide for the opposite hitter trying to set cross court, and a kill coming back the other way for UCLA. 17-10. Bruins building momentum now. This first set took them a little bit to get going. Tight to the net, point to UCLA. Violation on Zaharev. Three service aces in this set for UCLA. None for George Mason. Jack Bowles tried to play that down line on his dominant side. Didn't work. And the Bruins not on the same page. Wycinski will set. Liam French off the block. That goes. French, the 6'2" sophomore, going right at Merrick McHenry. Didn't really have a choice. Able to get the kill. French back to serve now. Rowan. McHenry answers with a big one. Lucas Little went up, but there was no way he was going to contest that kill. McHenry showing off a lot of bounce. Hoyos off speed. That's what George Mason will need to do throughout the evening. Try to vary their speeds, change their attacks, maybe tool off the block if they can. Be creative, because straight up just trying to power through UCLA, that's not going to work out. Service error, Lucas Little. That goes into the net. Miles Partain on for Rowan, and Ayrton Garcia Jurado, who did his freshman year here at George Mason before transferring to UCLA. Number 5 for the Bruins. The libero replacing Gooch to close out this set. He's seen action in 3 sets this year. Garcia Jurado Very familiar with the rack gym from his 1 year here. If you couldn't tell from when he was on screen a moment ago, he is a California native, so headed back out west. 21-13. And I say, if you couldn't tell from the curly blonde hair, California look from Garcia Jurado. Merrick McHenry now back to serve. Bowles is stuffed. Knight was there, so was Guinness. 22-13. Patriots looking to build some momentum if they can to close out this first set. Going into set number 2. This one will be sent free. Outside, Hoyos. Off the block that goes. Omar Hoyos with 5 kills in this first set. He actually leads the match. Ito David with 4 for UCLA. He's their team leader. But Hoyos leading the way so far and hitting .556. The Patriots junior having a nice first set. Grant Sloan coming on to serve. Liam French is stuffed. Nowhere to go. Miles Partain was there, so was Knight. Sets up set point, the 4th block for UCLA. Patriots actually have 3 of their own. Sloan again. Eamon Testerman. The redshirt junior middle blocker will look to fight off the second set point. Partain sets the middle. Guy Guinness finishes things off for UCLA. The number 2 team in the country, showing you why in set number 1. The UCLA Bruins take it 25-15. Welcome back into Tuesday night college volleyball on ESPN+. I'm Josh Yourish with you, and it's an embarrassment of riches for UCLA. Take a look there at Ethan Champlin, the junior outside hitter. He's doing some setting between sets to his teammates. Not always the best sets because that's not what he specializes in. He's an All-American outside hitter, first-team All-American, first-team All-MPSF last season, and All-NCAA tournament team. .39 aces per set a season ago. That's 27th in the country. And he's their kills leader on the season, yet we haven't seen him in action so far. UCLA certainly didn't need him in that first set. They cruised 25-15. They might not need him all night. They also didn't start another first-team All-American, Miles Partain, but giving everybody some work out here in Fairfax where they hope to be come season's end in the NCAA tournament. They got knocked out by Long Beach State in the semifinals last season. Long Beach State has already been here to the RAC gym and played George Mason. They took the win in 3 sets. Long Beach State number 3 in the nation right now. Everyone making the trip to Fairfax, trying to get accustomed to the area, maybe go over to Eagle Bank Arena and visualize what could be ahead. And UCLA looks like a team poised to make a long run into the springtime. In that first set, they hit 391. For the season, that's actually down from their season average so far of 398. A year ago, they led the country in hitting percentage, brought back mostly everyone of their key contributors from that team, and bringing along a couple of freshmen and younger players to step up later in the year. Not only that, but they added an All-American honorable mention at libero in Troy Gooch, a transfer from Purdue Fort Wayne, so really loading up. Andrew Rowan, the freshman setter, getting the start today over Miles Partain. Lucas Little with a kill. Even at 1 in this second set. Pancake save there by Jack Bowles. Another chance for George Mason. Back row, French. Good dig by Gooch. David, cross court. UCLA gave George Mason a couple of opportunities, but then the Bruins finished off theirs, 2-1. David with another kill. He leads UCLA in kills for the match. Hoyos. Gooch couldn't handle that one. Hoyos able to get a lot on it without a real aggressive approach on that back row attack. Lucas Little. Rowan. Goes back to Rama. Over the top. Bowles and Testerman couldn't get up nearly as quickly as Zach Rama. The freshman Rama came into this one with just 1 set played and no kills. But he got the start tonight. And he's got 4 kills on 6 attempts. Here's his 7th. Vychinski able to dig it out to prevent him from getting his 5th kill. Hoyos is stuffed. Merrick McHenry right there. Guy Guinness. Zaharev sets back row. Liam French gets the kill. Jack Bowles, as he often does, saying a few words to his teammates over on the sideline before a serve. That one, unfortunately for him and for the Patriots, low and into the net. Ido David doesn't have an ace yet. Does have a block and 4 kills. Service error as that one's low. We trade errors, 5-4. I don't know if you can see it in that shot. I believe in the back left corner, if you look, that's head coach John Spurraw watching the game from essentially the back wall, getting a much different view than really any other head coach I've ever seen. Vychinski couldn't handle that one. Spurraw taking notes between just about every point. I'm sure keeping score. A ton of coaching experience for him. I mentioned in the Open the 3 NCAA titles, all at UC Irvine in 07, 09, and 2012, but he also has an Olympic bronze as the head coach of the U.S. men's national team at the Rio 2016 Olympics. He's certainly forgotten more about volleyball than pretty much anyone else could know. But just an interesting development to see him all the way on the back row, not really saying anything to his team, just observing their play. Testerman, even at 6, as we check back into play. Rowan, McHenry, mid-air, Merrick McHenry got that kill, and I'm pretty sure before he even landed, tapped his setter, Rowan, on the chest, saying that was a good one. One singular motion from the All-American. Now he's back to serve. Zaharev and Little not on the same page. Tried to go quickly to his middle blocker. It's a good idea, especially with McHenry in the back row on his serving rotation. Jack Bowles from the back row. McHenry with a great dig. Ido David hammers that one off of Vychinski. And with no block to slow it down, very little Paul Vychinski could do. (9-6). McHenry on a 3-0 run. And that'll put an end to it as the service error. He had a 4-0 serving run in set number 1. At a similar point in the set, right when George Mason finally, or UCLA finally started to put George Mason away, in the mid-teens. So a little bit later on. But it was an important run for UCLA, and that's an important block. Jack Bowles injecting some life back into the rack gym. Georgie Zahara. Patriots behind by just one, and now it's even. Goes right at the other freshman, Rama. Zaharev, the freshman from Bulgaria, gets the ace. Let's see if he goes there again. Too low. 10-9. George Mason needed that momentum to keep building. Would have been big for them to take a lead. As I mentioned before, it's an accomplishment to even steal a set from these Bruins. They've only surrendered one in their 7 matches. That was to Princeton. Jack Bowles down the line. They love him on his dominant side. When the lefty opposite hitter ends up on the left side, they feed him. Such a difficult angle because you got to get so wide to the antenna if you're a blocker. Too long from French. Alex Knight. Hoyos. The block a little bit late coming over, and Omar Hoyos took advantage of that. You can see Guy Guinness a half a step late, left some room for Hoyos to be able to tool off of him and work between David and Guinness. Guinness will set David. The two countrymen, both from Israel. And a kill there for Hoyos again. 12-11, George Mason. I would not expect a timeout to come from the UCLA sideline. Doesn't seem like Coach Spurrow's interested in bailing this young group that he has out on the floor out of any situation. Wants to see how they work through it. Rowan, the freshman, setting Guinness, no good. Knight will have to set. Rama across court. French couldn't get there. (12-12). Zaharev tight to the net, goes back set. Jack Bowles softly off of Rama for the kill. Smart by Bowles not to take a big swing at it, knowing he just needs to redirect it off of Rama and avoid the net at all costs. Bowles has been quiet, but that his third kill on 12 attempts with 3 errors. Merrick McHenry, when he gets a set, very rarely is it described as soft or quiet. Hammers that one off of the George Mason block. (13-13). Zaharev, a miscue right there. Double contact is what'll be called. He just had it slip through his hands. A lot of spin on it coming off of the hard serve. Certainly one that the freshman would want to have back. 14-13 UCLA. Hoyos kept alive by Rama. Rowan sets back out to Rama, and he gets the kill. 15-13, that takes us into the media timeout, but George Mason hanging around with UCLA in set number 2. We'll be right back after the break.
The Centera Heart and Vascular Center, award-winning cardiovascular care, committed to delivering personalized, minimally invasive options, ranging from cardiac catheterizations and interventional cardiology techniques to one-on-one rehabilitation. Our network of highly skilled experts diagnose, treat, and provide support for heart disease and conditions such as hypertension, irregular heartbeats, blocked valves, as well as more complex issues. Learn more about the Centera Heart and Vascular Center by visiting centera.com/heart.
Call us different.
Because we are. Different in where we come from.
Where we're going.
And how we think.
But the same in our dreams for tomorrow.
We are united and driven by the pull of possibility.
To inspire.
To think fearlessly. To protect and to heal the planet. We know the world will change.
Because together,
we will be the ones to change it.
So yeah, call Mason different. All
together different.
Back on ESPN Plus. UCLA ahead 15-13. As we come out of the media timeout in set number 2. A 3-0 run for the Bruins right now, but George Mason able to hang around. At least so far. We'll see if the Bruins put the hammer down. They could be starting. Press down on the gas a little bit harder. Their head coach, John Spurra, off of the back wall now. Taking a little bit more command. Standing over on the sideline and was just coaching up his team as they take a 16-13 lead after that ace. Zaharev, Hoyos had to go off speed. It was a little behind him, couldn't put a full swing on it. Actually might have worked in his favor as the block was right there, but coming back the other way. Wychinski couldn't dig it out. Timeout, George Mason. Coming right out of the media timeout. They want one of their own. 17-13, the UCLA lead. A 5-0 run, as I said, but George Mason able to hang around a little bit in this set, and one of the reasons that I believe they're doing it, they're not getting eaten alive by the UCLA block. That's something that's happened to George Mason against high-level competition this season. If you look at their blocks per set, as a team, Mason is at just 1.3 blocks per set compared to their opponents' 3.11 blocks per set. But UCLA just has 5 blocks compared to George Mason with 4. The Bruins are a team that could certainly take over at the net, but so far, Georgi Zaharev, the setter for George Mason, is finding multiple options, able to work things around, have a diverse offense, and that's been working to George Mason's advantage, especially in this set, where the Patriots are hitting 294. They just got to find a way to slow down the UCLA offense, because the Bruins are hitting 353 in this one, currently on that 5-0 run. Ido David back to serve again. Back row to Bowles. Much needed for George Mason. Bowles now with 4. What's becoming somewhat of a big 3 for George Mason leading the way. Hoyos with 8, hitting 412. He's having a spectacular day. Pretty good serve there. Rowan switches things up, going to David. Hoyos tight to that 3-meter line, might have been over it. That serve too long. Point to George Mason. Hoyos with those 8 kills. Jack Bowles, who is the kill leader on the Patriots for the year, with 4, but he's only hitting .077. And then Liam French, who has emerged as a more and more reliable third option match after match. He only has 3 kills so far, but hitting .222 and giving them something out of that other outside hitter spot. French didn't get a touch, misses that one wide. (18-15). A substitution coming in now. J.R. Norris, the redshirt freshman middle blocker, looks like as a serving specialist. Long run for Zaharev, has to set Bowles from the back row. Couldn't get on top of it. Had to take a chance going at the back line because the UCLA block was right there. Zaharev didn't have many options, so he had to make a long run to even go set that one off of the good serve from Norris. French gets that to go. Off the block, it goes all the way across court and falls. Paul Russell on for the second time this match, again replacing Eamon Testerman as a serving specialist. Coach Jay Hosick of the Patriots doesn't want to get Testerman stuck in the back row. McHenry and Rowan not on the same page. And Merrick McHenry had to give up on it a little bit. The redshirt junior does have 4 kills today. They'll put that down as an attacking error. So now just hitting .500. Knight, cross court. Russell couldn't dig it out. And Testerman comes back. Baczynski replacing him. McHenry back to serve. Too long from Merrick McHenry. An attacking error and a service error for McHenry. Not to say he's struggling at all, but just a bad couple of points. Zaharev with UCLA ahead 20-18. Rama, Rowan, cross court, Knight down line. 21-18. It'll be interesting to see how George Mason responds, as they've hung around all the way pretty much to the bitter end of this set. Can they make a run at trying to steal it? French gets a kill. That'd be a good start. And maybe if they put the pressure on a UCLA team that's only dropped 1 set so far, how do they respond to that? That's certainly something Coach Spurall wants to see from his team. Guinness, right up the middle. Nice quick in-system ball. Rowan with 18 assists, that makes it 19. (22-19) Knight. Too long. right at the George Mason sideline. The Patriots were counting to see how long Knight took at the service line. A tactic they used to try to get in the head of opposing servers from time to time. Seems to maybe have worked, at least for that moment. David. This will be sent free by French. They'll call a double contact violation on French, trying to send that one over free. Rarely do you see that call made in the men's game. French wasn't even trying to set, just trying to send it over the other way, but certainly was a double contact violation from the outside hitter, trying to send it across. 23-20 as we reset in this timeout. UCLA looking like they're gonna close out this second set, but the Patriots putting up much more of a fight than they did in set number one. And they're hitting 250 in this set. Omar Hoyos still with the 8 kills. Liam French up to 5 now. George Mason not having much success from the service line. That could be something that could turn the tide of and maybe help them steal one of these sets. They only have 1 service ace compared to UCLA with 4. UCLA still with a couple of aces in the hole, if you will. Some of their All-Americans yet to see action today. A younger version of the UCLA Bruins is in action here at the Rack Gym today, but still a very impressive version. Guy Guinness, he has 3 kills on 5 attempts. A really good serve. Went soft, and it was tough for Wycinski. A free ball, but it's missed. The Bruins don't squander opportunities like that very often. 23-21. Alex Knight with that attacking error. Bulls had an error last time at the line, much better this time. Rama makes it set point. Ido David. 1 ace today. A lot of power from the service line. Does he close it out right here? And it goes for UCLA. They got the block. Testerman tried to just flick it over to the other side, but it fell out of play. The Bruins take it 25-21, but George Mason, a stronger showing in set number 2. Can they turn it into a set victory in set 3, or will the Bruins cruise in 3 sets? We'll find out right after the break on ESPN+. Tuesday night college volleyball on ESPN Plus. I'm Josh Yourish, still with you here in Fairfax as we get ready for set number 3. George Mason put up a fight in set number 2 against the number 2 UCLA Bruins. Liam French, part of the reason why he had 2 kills in that set. He's up to 5 on the match. The Patriots getting some other options in their offense, and that's helping them be much more efficient than they were earlier in the season. That set they hit 231. French stepping up as the tertiary option for Georgi Zaharev, the Patriots setter. A season ago, it was really the Jack Bowles and Omar Hoyos show. That's still the case this year as they came into this match as the kill leaders. Bowles came in with 63, he has 4 today. Hoyos came in with 59, he has 8. So they're even at 67 now, as I do a little bit of quick math in my head. Those two are gonna lead the way on offense, but if the Patriots wanna have success as they get out of this brutal stretch of non-conference play and into conference play, then having offensive options like Jack Bowles emerging, he was quiet early and was much better in that second set, will be huge. In the one conference match that George Mason has had so far, they pushed NJIT to the limit. The Highlanders were picked to finish second in the conference, received one first place vote even over Penn State. The Patriots will take the lead to start set number 3. Zaharev off the top of the net, wouldn't go. David, good dig by Hoyos. Cross court, French going off speed. A few matches ago, Coach Hossack pulled Liam French, even though he was leading the team in kills in that match. Since then, he's been fantastic from the service line, been much better attacking. He's been maturing a lot, the true sophomore, maturing a lot throughout the 7 matches so far this season. That's one of the benefits of playing really tough competition. You get a lot better very quickly as long as you don't get discouraged when you're a young team like Mason. Lucas Little is stuffed right there. Liam French improving a lot and having more options in his attack, like that off-speed shot that we saw. 2-2. Rama misses long. The 10th service error for UCLA right there. Only 8 for Mason. Gooch, Rowan, Guinness is stuffed. Didn't look great from George Mason at the net, but it'll go as a block in the stat sheet. Not the prettiest one you've ever seen. Omar Hoyos and Lucas Little were right there. French misses that one into the net. Guinness, Paczynski, Zaharev outside, Hoyos. Tried to tool that off the block, wouldn't go. Mason looking for a double contact violation. They've had 2 called on them in this match. Nothing that time. Paczynski, Bowles A lot of spin off that one. Knight able to play it up. Sent over free from UCLA. The Bruins staying alive despite not putting together an attack attempt, and finally, George Mason breaks through. The fans here are happy to see that. The Bruins scrambling a little bit, not able to play anything in system. Lucas Little with a long run. French sends it over free. McHenry misses that wide. George Mason with a 6-3 lead on a hustle play from their middle blocker. The Rack Gym crowd really loving it now. Here's Little. Rowan, back sets, David goes soft, kept alive. They'll say a kill for UCLA as Knight heads it across the net. Patriots unable to keep it alive. They thought they did for a moment, but the referee on the far side coming in to blow it dead. Before the Rack Gym really exploded if the Patriots would have gotten a kill after that. David, still a lot of energy here. Zaharev, Bowles, going soft, David digs it out. Knight is stuffed at the net, but David able to keep it alive. French from the back row, off the block. 7-4 George Mason. Jack Bowles into the net, went to that far side, tried to attack UCLA down line with that serve. A little too low. Maybe letting the number 2 team in the country off the hook a little bit early in this third set. Hard to really say that, but the Patriots with a lot of momentum before that serve. And now an ace coming back the other way. If you give them any life, they're going to take advantage of it. Everything seems to be going George Mason's way in this third set, and yet they're only ahead 1 after that service ace from Knight. Now he forces an overpass. McHenry couldn't finish it, but another chance. Rowan missed that. The freshman setter tried to go with a second contact attack. Eight, 6. Omar Hoyos. Again, a service error from the Patriots. They have a chance here to really put a scare into UCLA. They're not taking advantage of it, at least from the service line. Another overpass. They take advantage this time. Rama tried to go way up for it. Point to George Mason. A lift called. 9-7. The Patriots are ahead 9-7. George Mason only has 3 kills in this set. UCLA has just 1. It's really all been errors and violations both ways. Testerman did serve that time. He's had a serving specialist a couple of times and he fares pretty well for a middle blocker in the back row. French, stuffed, Little, stuffed again. Andrew Rowan missed that one wide, went hard at the near sideline. Oh, they'll say that's in, my apologies. Looked like George Mason celebrated initially. An ace for Rowan after missing a second contact attack a few points ago. Goes hard at the back line that time and does miss. So an ace and an error at the service line. Back where we started when Rowan headed back there at 10-9. Georgi Zaharev. Little couldn't keep that in play, as he just kind of took a desperate swipe at it, with the Patriots scrambling a bit. 10-10. Bowles, no good. Bowles again, no good again. The block for UCLA all over it. Last time Jack Bowles was in that spot on the rotation, the lefty on his left side. You got a kill going down line because the UCLA block wasn't tight to that antenna like you need to be with a lefty on the left side. That time they loaded up against him. The triple block, they'll do it again, and he's stuffed again. You cannot go back to the well against UCLA. Fool them one time, sure. You're not gonna get away with it twice. Jack Bowles got one kill like that, and then they tried to go back to him 3 more times just right now, and he was stuffed all 3. Patriots do get the kill there. Going to Lucas Little. Puts an end to a 3-0 UCLA run. Liam French too long from the service line. 12 errors now for the Patriots. Quite a few in this set alone. (13-11) the UCLA lead. Guinness. Long run for Zaharev. Hoyos is stuffed. The passing has to be so crisp for George Mason, or else the UCLA block will be all over them. They were passing the ball much better in the second set than they are in the third. Because of that, Zaharev has a long run, and the offense becomes much more predictable. The Bruins loading up with triple blocks, and the Patriots hitters are just being put in jail. But it all starts with the passing. They can clean that up. The offensive efficiency will spike. For now, they're hitting in the negatives in set 3, down to 116 for the match. But UCLA hitting negative 154 in this set. Off the block that goes for Alex Knight. And it'll take us to the media timeout. UCLA with a 15-12 lead. George Mason had a chance. They let the Bruins off the hook. Will number 2 close it out in 3.
Call us different.
Because we are. Different in where we come from.
Where we're going.
And how we think.
But the same in our dreams for tomorrow.
We are united and driven by the pull of possibility.
To inspire,
To think fearlessly. To protect and to heal the planet. We know the world will change.
because together,
We will be the ones to change it.
so yeah, call Mason different. All
Together different.
The Centera Heart and Vascular Center, award-winning cardiovascular care, committed to delivering personalized, minimally invasive options ranging from cardiac catheterizations and interventional cardiology techniques to one-on-one rehabilitation. Our network of highly skilled experts diagnose, treat, and provide support for heart disease and conditions such as hypertension, irregular heartbeats, blocked valves, as well as more complex issues. Learn more about the Centera Heart and Vascular Center by visiting centera.com/heart.
The UCLA Bruins ahead 15-12 here in Fairfax, Virginia. George Mason hosting UCLA on a Tuesday night. The Bruins have a busy week out east after this match. They'll, I presume, stay out east because on Friday they'll be up in University Park to take on Ohio State first and then Penn State. The Bruins schedule will start to get a little bit tougher. They're 7-0 and only dropped one set, but Penn State could certainly be a test. Jack Bowles with another service error. He struggled a bit from the line. Knight goes soft, French, a lot of spin. Vachinsky had to set. Looked like it might have been long if Knight had just let it go, but instead he played it. Zaharev has to send it back over on a little dump off attack. UCLA was ready for it, but David sends it long. 16-14. Omar Hoyos. Hoyos tried to go soft. There was a lot of room. Gooch very quickly running up to cover it. It falls short. Good idea by Hoyos, but another service error as they continue to mount in the third set. The Patriots have a chance here. UCLA still hitting in the negatives. They're up to 14 service errors. Eamon Testerman. Huge kill up the middle. Coach Hossack looking for his answer at the second middle blocker position since Sam Peters has been out. Testerman has gotten a lot of action in that role. A big kill there. The redshirt junior could be somebody that Hossack leans on. French going soft again. He's done that a few times today. And to varied success. Russell able to handle that one. He came on as a serving specialist for Testerman. Rama stuffed by Zaharev and Little. Rama again. They couldn't do it again. The freshman's 9th kill. He'll take the team lead from David. Zach Rama, the 6'8" freshman. Only his first career start. He's got 9 kills, hitting .400. This is only the 4th set that he's seen action in. Having a very nice day. 18-16, Zaharev. Into the net, another service error. Timeout, George Mason. Coach Hossack wants to talk things over, but honestly, in this set, there's not much more to talk over other than these service errors. The service errors keep adding up in this set for George Mason. They're up to 15 for the match, 7 in the third set alone. UCLA still hitting in the negatives, though it's climbing a little bit. 0-48 for this current set. They're hitting 222 for the match. For George Mason to get UCLA, even this slightly lesser version, younger version of UCLA, devoid of 2 of their first team All-Americans from a season ago, to hit 222 for the match is an accomplishment, but in this third set, they should be taking advantage much more, and they're not doing that because of the woes at the service line. UCLA is letting them have a shot at stealing a set, and the Patriots are not obliging. They're out quickly from the timeout. 19-16 is the lead, so there's still a chance if the Patriots clean things up. But UCLA, with just 3 kills in this set, winning it in spite of themselves, which is rare to say about a team as talented as the number 2 UCLA Bruins. Rama. Little gets that kill off the block. When the passing is there for George Mason in this set, they've had pretty efficient offense. It's just been rare when the passing has been right, like it was that time, to have a ball in system. Liam French. Feels like the Patriots needed a good one. That one was at least clean. Rama gets the kill. Going at that near side. Into double digits is Zach Rama. Guy Guinness. Hoyos lays out. That effort for the Patriots just to send it free, and for Ido David to hammer it down line and make the score 21-17 in favor of the Bruins. There it is, UCLA out of the negatives. They're hitting 0-43 now in set number 3. Baczynski, Zaharev, Lucas Little. When the Patriots have been able to run their offense in system, they've actually done a very nice job against UCLA. The block for the Bruins has come alive when the passing has struggled. 21-18, here's Lucas Little, too long, another service error. So many of their errors in this set have been into the net, maybe overcompensating a little bit as Little sails that one. 22-18, just 3 points away for the Bruins. Off the top of the tape, French able to keep it alive. Patriots send over free. Rowan. McHenry. Merrick McHenry has been quiet and had a couple attacking errors, but that time gets back to going right down the middle. His errors have come especially to the near side when he's trying to angle things toward one of the sidelines. That time just going over top of everybody like he can on virtually every attack attempt and getting the kill. 23-18 now as the Patriots take another timeout. Their last-ditch effort to try to salvage a set from this match with UCLA. But some good things from George Mason that we've seen. They've been able to actually have some offensive success against UCLA, and the Bruins a very good serving team, though that's not the best version of UCLA. And at times, excluding parts of this third set, George Mason has actually passed the ball pretty well and done a good job in serve receive. 6 service aces for UCLA, but that's gonna happen against a team like this. The issue for George Mason, 1 service ace to 16 errors. (23-18). Ito David. Another ace for UCLA as Wycinski tried to let it go for an error. Ito David, his second ace of the match. The 7th for the Bruins, and now match point. An error. Patriots still have some life. Jack Bowles back to the service line. He served into the net. He's passed 2 trips back there. Ayrton Garcia Jurado subbing on for potentially the final point here. He started his collegiate volleyball career at George Mason. And a service error will put a fitting end to this match. UCLA takes it in 3. They take set number 3, 25-19. That the 17th service error for George Mason. They had a chance to take the third set, but couldn't do it. UCLA, even without a couple of their stars, cruising in Fairfax. Later this weekend, they'll head up to Penn State for a tournament that Ohio State and Penn State will be a part of. That'll be some great volleyball. George Mason still in action this weekend as well. We'll have that for you on ESPN+. But for now, for our entire crew, that's our technical director and technical director intern, David Carroll and Rodney Rhodes, our senior camera operators, Will Falkman, May Frias, our replay operator, Francisco Fuentes. I'm Josh Yourish, saying so long from the Rack Gym here in Fairfax, where the final score is 3-0 UCLA over George Mason. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.